we went to a Greg Judy pasture class. Hey everybody, welcome back to Blakesley Acres. I'm Joe. I just wanted to give a little bit of a quick update on the cows, our grass-fed beef. They came up to get a drink of water. They're actually mad because they need to be moved, and I'm not moving them until this afternoon, just because I've got stuff to work on down at the butcher shop. But you can see the flies kind of flying around in front of me here. They're like gnats. But these guys are looking good still. I mean, Ace is starting to fill out. Look at little Pearl. That is a beautiful calf right there. I mean, for just a couple-month-old calf, you can see how great she's growing. Old Bertha there is her mother. She will be staying on the farm. The Hereford, I am thinking she is still going to the auction along with her calf. Little Harley, she's back over here. She's starting to look really good, and she's filling out really good, and she's going to be a smaller frame cow for sure. My issue is she will be a year old in August, so next month. That calf right there behind her, the Charolais Swiss mix, I know she's got dairy in her. She's going to be taller. She is a month and a half younger than that calf, and you can see the difference. The body type's a little bit different, but we are keeping her as a replacement heifer for our dairy cows. We are planning on keeping Pearl, Bertha, and our 2 dairy cows. Doug, he's going to be leaving soon. He's going to be getting sold, I do believe. And Big Red back there, she's going to be called. She didn't breed back last year. Yeah, she's a little bit more wild. It's not going to hurt my feelings to see her go. I think the rest of the herd will calm down more than they already have. I mean, I can handle these guys no problem. They're used to me. But Red, she's always flighty. She's always got her eyes bugged out, watching everything I do. She's not, I don't trust her. I was dreading her having a bull calf this year and having to deal with it, but she didn't breed, and I can't afford to feed a cow that's not going to breed, and risk not having a calf. I did see the bull breeding her, but I can't guarantee that she actually took, because I seen the bulls breeding her last year also. The first bull, she should have been due at the same time as Bertha. That time has passed. He was sold. There was a month gap, and Douglas was brought in the fall, October. So he's been in there for 9 months right now, and if she was going to calf, she should have been calving soon, but I seen her coming to heat. It is what it is. You got a call to get your herd to where you want it to be, and that's what it is. Doug's going to be sold, and next season I think I'm just going to AI anybody that hasn't been bred yet, or bred back. I'm just going to try to AI them to get different genetics in the herd for this year, and then next year I'm going to look at my options of purchasing a new bull. The calves that are with the dairy cows they're going to be moved later today or tomorrow, but you can see they're doing pretty good. But there's old Sparky, and there's my boss's Hereford heifer calf. They are growing great. For him being half Jersey and half beef, he is a thick calf. It's kind of, you can see in his neck the way he's laying, but when he stands up, boy, he's a nice looking calf. Pain in the butt, because he will, if I push him, he will run right through a fence. But other than that, he's the only steer I have for next year. So I think I think that next spring I'm gonna end up buying a feeder steer or two to finish out on pasture, in hopes that the pastures keep coming back better and better like they've been. But I will be downsizing my herd by just about half. I'm sure that my boss's calf will be going back to his farm for the winter, and so that will leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows for the winter. Last year I was up to 12, so I'm and most of these guys are going to be calves. Sparky, Steora, she's bigger. She's a heifer size, but she won't eat as much as these full-size cows. So it just makes sense financially on the business end to make this decision. I hate to it feels, I don't know, I feel like I'm backtracking, but at the same note, I know that I'm moving forward with my farm. Being a small farm, I can't afford to keep cows that are not producing. Now, last week, I was a little disappointed because my milk cow Mabel came back into heat, and she was bred in January. I don't know if she lost the calf. I don't know if I had some kind of mineral deficiency. I know selenium deficiency can cause them to not take. I've dealt with that before, but I've been giving them better minerals now. If she was in the beef herd, she'd be gone. Same as Red. But because she's my milk cow, and I have 2 milk cows, I'm gonna keep her. She's a great producer. She raises calves like crazy, produces a great amount of milk, easy to handle. So she's not gonna be called. I don't know if that was my mistake or her mistake. It was a little frustrating. I don't know if it might be the bull's mistake. I don't know. He's been with these cows, like I said, for 9 months. There's no reason why they shouldn't be bred, besides maybe some kind of deficiency that caused a couple of these cows not to take. So it was like a 50-50 with the cows that I've had bred. I did lose that one mama cow earlier this year to bloat, because she got loose and got into a feed bin. She was good for a couple days. Usually that happens pretty rapidly. And I came home one day from work and I found her dead, and I assume it was from the bloat or a toxicity. I'm not sure. It was kind of a hard blow because she was a decent cow and raises a great calf. Ace is her last year's calf, that steer, the red and white steer. But hey, you know, it is what it is. You just got to keep moving forward, and I've got a good idea of what I want out of my herd. And so my bull next year, I've got a few ideas on what I'm looking for, and what I want to do. So the bull that I'm going to be buying next year, I'm going to end up keeping for 2-3 years, and trying to build the genetics that I want with my herd. Yeah, it's a tough decision, and I'm also doing the same thing with my pigs. These 2 sows I'm buying, I should say, from my boss. They are a commercial cross pig. They're called blue butts. You can see behind them are my Mangalitsa Berkshire Hamp Cross sows. Hopefully they'll be giving me some summer piglets here shortly. But I bought these pigs in the hopes of getting some better quality genetics on my farm. I didn't want to go a commercial route. I like the Mangalitsa idea of Mangalitsas, but I need something that's faster growth. And I wanted to be able to provide some show pigs for 4-H'ers. And these guys have the genetics to do it. The one did not take to the boar that he bred them to, but the other sow did take. She had a rough first litter, successfully raised 5. She had 6 alive, but I think 1 got laid on. New mom. She had a very rough labor. So I'm hoping she does better her second time. I'm giving her a second chance. And this other sow, I'm going to give her a second chance too. If she does not take, we will process her into sausage. It's not a big deal, but they are really nice pigs. After these 2 Mangalitsa cross sows have their piglets this summer, fingers crossed that they do, the one I'm definitely getting rid of. She'll be sausage, or I'll sell her to another farm. There's nothing wrong with her, but she lost her first litter. I fed her this long and I have not gained anything from her. I'm hoping she has this litter and she raises some fantastic piglets for me, but I'm trying to move away from having a 50% Mangalitsa. I'm looking for, I want to see how the quarter Mangalitsas do, and if any of their gilts turn out like exactly what I want, I'm gonna probably keep 1 or 2 of those and get rid of that big sow for sure. My goal is to have no more than three breeding sows at a time. Feeder piglets are doing fantastic. They are out in the new pasture. They're growing good. Definitely not super fast growers, but I knew that. And they're growing great. They'll be ready to process this fall. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a 6-month pig. If I can get them processed in 10 months, I'm happy. 10, 11 months at the most. But I really would like to keep it in a 10-month window to keep it semi-profitable. Feed is fairly expensive now, and I need to readjust pricing after this batch for my customers. So it's just been crazy busy here on the farm. Just wanted to give you guys an update. Yeah, this past week also we lost all of our laying hens. It wasn't at night, it was during the day, so I'm almost positive it was a family of fox coming in and taking them. Probably a mom teaching her kits to hunt. I'm disappointed in that, and we've been building our customer base for eggs over the last few months. And it's disappointing that I can't provide them with the farm fresh eggs. We're trying to get them other people to buy from for now. We'll be definitely getting back into chickens, but I'm going to build a better coop. It's a little bit more secure for my hens before I get back into laying chickens. Meat rabbits are good. They're doing really good. I need to breed a couple more does, and the batch of Flemish are ready to process. I just got to get time to do that. Figured I'd catch a clip when I'm feeding these guys tonight of the feeder pigs. Still got a couple runty ones, but they're growing pretty good. Come on, pigs. There you go. So I don't free choice feed these guys. I moved them out to this new paddock, and what I'm doing is I sprinkle their feed on the ground every time I feed them, and I'm letting them just tear the grass up and root these weeds out of here. What do you guys want? I don't have no more. Go over and eat. The only time they get food in a dish is when I'm feeding them extra milk, which we haven't had a ton of recently. The calves are starting to take a lot more, and we dropped her down to once a day milking just because our schedule's been pretty chaotic. So yeah, these guys are looking. These Mangalitsa crosses aren't doing too bad. I mean, that red one right there, he's pretty lazy. The old spot crosses. Some of these are looking pretty nice. Yeah, just want to give you guys an update, show you that they're doing good. Out in new pasture. This pasture goes all the way back to that row of red pines where it kind of see like a rectangle, that back corner, and shoots straight up through the trees there. And they have all this. And the new sows, they're getting over in here. I need to start putting their feet out here because a lot of weeds out here. You can see what I was starting to do that with the piglets, and the grasses are actually coming back more than the weeds. I did this whole section with those piglets like that before I moved them over. So yeah, got a lot more work to do to make these fields better, but as we increase our feeder pig operation, if we do, we'll be utilizing this a little bit more. I'll probably be breaking these paddocks down so we can rotate through them a little bit quicker. Other than that, so far everybody's doing pretty good. I set up a bunch of paddocks so I could try out everyday grazing, just to see how it's going to work for me. I know it works better. It's just making sure I get the time to go over and open them up at least and move them. What I did is I set all my posts for a week's worth of moves, and I have sorry, I'm just filling everybody's waters up. Week's worth of moves, and I have 2 rolls of wire down there that I'm using. So I set up today, tomorrow's. Now tomorrow I'll pull down the middle wire and move it out and keep rotating them like that, just because I'm limited on my water sources, so I have to let them graze back. I don't have a tank that I can just move along with them. One of my goals is to get some better portable water sources. That's probably not going to happen this grazing season. So yeah, just wanted to catch those feeder pigs and give you guys a little glimpse at them and see that they moved over a new paddock. Okay, I come over here and give you guys a quick update on the goats and lambs. What are you guys doing? They're all being a pain. So these guys are getting fed hay right now because I don't have the proper fencing to keep goats where they need to be. They respect 4 strands of electric fence, no problem. We just don't have the finances to put a bunch of new pasture up right now. They have the pasture they're supposed to be in grazed down. I've turned them loose a good handful of times, but they refuse to stay where they're supposed to be and like to head straight for the road. We're really back and forth on what we're doing with these guys. Right now they're not profitable for us. They could be, don't get me wrong, they definitely could be. Just trying to figure out the right direction for our farm at the moment. We're not sure what's going to happen with them. We're definitely probably going to downsize on the goat herd. The lambs, they're going to be processed soon. They're getting about the size that the guy wants. We've already got them pre-sold. They're already getting by about that size. And the weather goat, I'm thinking about I'm going to process him come fall if we haven't sold him yet, and just put him in our own freezer. And that would end up giving us 8 does left. It's frustrating, you know, when you have something like, we really enjoy the goats. We love their personalities. We love the brush clearing that they do. But when you don't have proper fencing, you get burnt out and you stress. You stress yourself. You don't make good neighbors, which my neighbors around here, they don't care. They just don't want to see them get hit in the road, which I understand. And I don't want to see that either, but it just gets frustrating trying to maintain something and just have them continually cost you money and not make anything back. I should have a pretty good kid crop if I do decide to keep them come springtime, and then I'll be able to start selling kids and goat meat next fall, if we stick with this route. Just not sure that we are or aren't going to. I don't want to say that we're going to sell them and then not sell them. We're just weighing our options on what the best route for us to do. The butcher shop is a lot right now. We've got a lot going with that. So yeah, that's an update for them. Just trying to figure out the right route we need to go with these guys. I hate keeping them penned up when I got such good brush and stuff. It's just not having the finances to properly fence it in to get them where they need to be. It is what it is. We just got to make sure we're doing what's right for us. Ducks, they're still a pain, considering selling all the ducks. I love them for the slug control, but same thing, they go right for the road. It's crazy to me that they insist on not being where they're supposed to be. We've got a whole pond and all these acres, and they go right across the road. For some reason, the grass is always greener on the other side. So yeah, that's part of the update also. Yeah, it's been really crazy this last week. So I wanted to touch base on that also. Me and a buddy went out. We drove about 3 hours, and we went 3 hours east of where we are, and we went to a Greg Judy pasture class. It's exactly what we were hoping for. We both learned a ton. His girlfriend went out too. She's new into the farming, and she learned a ton. And I have to say, I've watched almost every Greg Judy video there is, and I still learned. If you guys get a chance to take one of his classes, well worth the money. Do it. Just do it. You're going to learn so much in person, and he is an outstanding guy. He sat down with us, when we were taking breaks, and ate lunch and just talked to everybody, and super great guy, super knowledgeable. He's been one of my inspirations for a very long time, and so many others. If you're on the fence about doing it, do it. Just do it. It's a game changer for sure, and I'm changing a bunch of stuff that I'm doing around here as I get more time. How I graze, what I'm looking for in genetics, the whole 9 yards. I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to change with my cattle herd and cattle operation, and possibly bringing some other endeavors in. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Dana and Lauren from Freedom Farms for holding that event. I've been following their YouTube channel since they started. They started their farm back in 2020. If you guys are interested, if you guys like these kind of videos and stuff, and you want to follow other farms, like if you're local to New York and you really, that's what I like about it. I'm following other farms that are within a few hours of me, seeing what they're doing, see how things work for them. And I've been following along with their videos since they started their YouTube channel and their farm. Super great people. They're super nice people for welcoming all of us that came to their farm and seeing what they're doing, seeing what Greg had to say about it. watching them learn and grow along with the rest of us. Like I said, I'm glad that they held the event and very appreciative of that. So if you guys are in central New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, New York City, and northeastern PA, and you guys are looking for grass-fed beef, pork, pastured poultry, I'm not sure exactly everything that they do. They had a ton going on. Beautiful farm. Check them out. Freedom Farms. They're on YouTube. They have a website. They do deliveries. They have an awesome business model, and you guys really check them out. See what they can offer, and yeah, like I said, super great people. I just wanted to give both of them a shout out and tell them thank you for the great experience and all the knowledge that we had gained last weekend. We have more butcher shop updates. I've been busting butt, like crazy busting butt, trying to get ready for concrete. Sunday I worked from 7 a.m. till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Trying to get the pad set for that. Monday night after work I worked till 9:30 on it, and Tuesday night I worked until 10:30 on it to get it ready for concrete. And today I'm going down to help set forms, so we'll have an update on the butcher shop coming out here pretty quick. Hope you catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and click the notifications. See ya.